Well, welcome to the Serene Disciple Project at Egret Isle Farm on a cool, foggy January morning. I'm glad you're here. Today I'd like to finally get to a little project up at the forge at the old barn that I've been meaning to get to for a while. As many of you know, I had reconstructive shoulder surgery about 12 weeks ago, and so swinging a hammer has been off the menu since the surgery and really for about 3 months before the surgery. But I think I'm far enough along in my recovery to do what I'd like to do today. So I'm off to the forge, but I think I'll take the long way around. It's such a beautiful, mysterious, foggy morning. I think I'll take a walk around the land first. My perimeter path is about 1.25 miles. This didn't take too long. Would you like to join me? All right, excellent. Come on along. Cue Walk in the Fog music. Welcome to the forge. Let me get a few things ready and then I'll explain what we're doing today. 2020 was, shall we say, an interesting year. It was a year in which at least half of the apocalyptic books and movies I've enjoyed over the years seemed plausible. It was a year during which my wife Kay said, "Do you think you need more guns?" Well, it was something like that. And of course, there's only one answer to that question, though I am curious what you think the obvious answer is, but we can explore that another day. Through the spring, we got the farm ready for an extended quarantine period. We got our go bags ready in case we needed to, go in a hurry. I don't think we went overboard in our prepping, but there was one thing I wanted to do but never got to. Sane prepping is all about asking, what if? About reasonable potential situations, like zombies and alien invasion. One day, last spring, I was sitting in front of the fireplace and I asked myself, what if I needed to use this fireplace for more than decoration? What if I needed, or even just wanted, to use the fireplace to cook? That's when I noticed 2 small cylindrical brackets welded onto the side of the firebox. After a moment's thought, I realized what they were for. Those were brackets for a pot hook. Someone was way ahead of me in thinking about this fireplace as a cooking appliance. Well, being a good American consumer, I pulled up Amazon and looked up pot hook. Now, when I saw what they were selling and how much they were selling it for, I recoiled. Why, all that is a bit of round stock with a 90-degree bend in it. And then a little depression for the pot or the kettle handle. And I had to realize again that it would not have occurred to my parents, let alone my grandparents, to buy a pot hook. Now, my father was born in 1927 on a farm near Pipestone, Minnesota. Grew up on a ranch out on the High Plains Desert, just north of the Badlands, South Dakota. My mother was born on another farm a few years later on Box Elder Creek, just east of the Black Hills, in what really had only stopped being Dakota Territory about 30 years earlier. And here I am in a single generation. I seem to have traded in my heritage of frontier grit and ingenuity in favor of almost complete dependence on free 2-day shipping and a consumer infrastructure that seems, in hindsight, alarmingly fragile, shall we say. Wow, let's see what we can do about the pot hook that doesn't involve a box coming from Amazon. Okay, let's let this thing cool down a little bit and then go see how it works. The events of the past year, our mild prepping and so on, has really challenged my sense of faith in the system of consumer goods and all the ancillary systems that support it. I found myself asking, what if? What if that whole system, or even part of that system, stopped functioning for some reason, even for a short time? What if Kay and I and maybe our extended family had to make a go of it right here on this land? Could we hunt or gather or produce even part of our food here? Could we make even some of what we would need with materials and tools on hand? Now, don't get me wrong. I enjoy 2-day free shipping and take advantage of it often, maybe too often. But I do feel a certain sense of satisfaction in reconnecting, even in something as simple as a pot hook with my heritage of relational connection and interdependence and material self-sufficiency. Well, what about you and yours? If the system of material provision ever breaks down, what would it mean in your setting to be rich in relational interdependence and maybe a little less material dependence on the system, almost completely beyond your control? Wow. Something to think about. Well, that smells good. I think it's supper time. We'll see you next time. Oh, good catch. Good catch. You don't catch, do you? It's all right. Here it comes. Whew, good catch.